Because you're a child.
Yes.
Welcome back to the podcast. It's another pour. He's Dan. I'm Sean. You'll hear Brandon off on the side.
Clearly a
He doesn't like cameras.
slight continuation situation, but I meant to say this, but I got sidetracked. So they think that I'm cool because I play video games with Holden. Like I'll play
you're a
video games
child.
with him. Yeah. Like I walk up to Holden like in front of his buddy. Like we went to the roller rink the one time and
You give him the little bro.
he's skating with his buddy and I'm like, "What's up, little bro? Can't catch me." And I just skate away. His friends think that's so much fun.
I was gonna bring that up and I forgot. I see you got some nice inlines in the back here.
Yeah, I bought those a few months ago. They're great, dude. They're fantastic. I'm like, I'm not renting skates every time we go.
Yeah.
Like, what a waste of money eventually. You know what I mean? Come to find out, my feet aren't going to grow either. So those will just last me until I die now.
Yeah.
You know? And they were like $140. And I'm like, you know what? Every time I rent, it's 15 or 20. So it doesn't
Gotta
take
go
that
10
many times.
Yeah. Which you can do over the rest of your life.
Well, we've been 5 times this winter. So, I mean, it's like,
Not a lot to do.
yeah, we're in Michigan.
Dude, that is wild. That was what I was thinking the other day. So when we left the arcade and went past the roller rink, fucking packed,
Yeah.
dude.
That place is always packed right now. Always.
Damn.
Every time we go, parking lot full.
Because I always think like, oh man, I used to go there when
How were
I
they
was a
in
kid.
business?
How
Yeah.
is this place in business? Like, who's going to a roller rink?
You got to go back.
Packed.
You and Gabby go back.
Yeah, when Q gets a little older.
Buddy, get a babysitter. It is. I'm telling you, there's something to it. I
No.
texted Ricky this.
Me, Opperman, and
Oh yeah,
Nick
you
Jones
guys went, didn't you?
We went,
Yeah,
and Ops is like, I kind of want to go skate. I was like, I'll go, I guess.
it's great.
Yeah,
It's so great. You want to know why?
it's kind of like snowboarding though. It's one of those things I used to do a lot,
Sure.
and then you get back
Used to be
out
a
there,
lot
you're like,
better at
oh,
it. Yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa, got to remember how to do
Yeah,
this.
you used to be a lot better. Yeah,
Yeah.
you used to feel way more confident too.
Mhm.
Sean, are you a skate or a blade guy?
Blade,
Is skate
look
the,
like-
is skates the 4?
yeah,
Okay.
inline.
Sean looks like a skate guy.
Nah, inline. We used to go there a
I don't
lot in
know.
like middle school.
Anyone that intentionally uses roller skates.
Anyone probably over the age of 45.
Buddy, at this point in time, you might want to up that number a little bit.
No, I'm aware of the number. You know who used to be a rig roller skate guy?
You?
My dad.
Mm-hmm.
That tracks. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Oh,
Because
Dude,
back in the day, that
skate
was
guy.
everybody
Big
though.
skate guy.
Yeah.
Roller disco guy.
Your dad had an
Your
afro,
dad was
buddy.
laying it down.
Your dad had an afro. Your dad looked awesome. Yeah, 100%. Your dad was awesome, dude. What I was gonna say
he
though.
still is.
Well, yeah, I didn't mean to
Correct
take
that
away
shit.
current. What I
No.
meant was like your dad was clearly a fucking cool dude. You know, like and like. Anyways, what I was gonna say really quick that I meant to say on the last one. We go over to the laser tag, and all the kids are like, "You gonna come in there with us?" And I was like, "Yeah, you
Yeah.
bet your ass, I'm coming in the laser tag thing, dude." And we get in there, and they're like, "We're doing free for all." And like, do they assign you a character when you go in? Their laser tag thing's sick. You can do like
Yeah.
50 people at a time or 40 people, some ungodly amount of people.
This is a Costco. This is
Yeah.
not a Sears anymore.
And and it's like a 2-story thing, but there's 2 stories on each side that don't connect. There's no bridge in the middle or anything. So you got
And
like
just up sniping.
it was so cool. So anyways, you go in there and all the kids are like, I want to be the Titan. I want to be the alien. I want to be whatever. I get in there. I get Buttercup. Clearly not the coolest one, right? Like whatever. Holden gets like Spartan. One of them gets like it was a cooler name, but it was like the Witch or something, you know, whatever. And we got in there. And the place had a lot of people. I think there were 32 or 34 people in our game. The guy goes, "It's free for all. There's no teams. Chest shot, back. These are worth this much." He's explaining the whole thing. Alex walks up to me, one of Holden's buddies, and he goes, "I am going to win." And I said, "Not if I have anything to do with it." And so
he's Miles' little brother, right?
older.
Older brother?
Yep.
Okay.
And so like, and we're all like hanging out like in the lobby, kind of
Yep.
waiting or whatever. And he goes, "All right, everybody's got 30 seconds to go in, and then the game.
Get your spot,
You'll hear a
yep.
noise. The game will start." I
Hunger Games.
went in there and shredded everyone, dude.
Buttercup
Shocker.
center. Buttercup has the record for Zap Zone XL.
Shredded everyone, dude. Because we watched the game before it, so you could see everybody's scores. Dude, the high score of the game before, I blew that high score out by 2,000 points.
Because it was a child.
No. There were so many adults in there, dude. And
Playing nice
I
with
ended
their
up with
children.
14,000 and change, right? Each one's like 200 for the chest, 200 for the middle of the back, 100 for a shoulder, something like that. I smoked everyone. I walked out and I go, everybody take a quick look at the screen as we exit the area.
Because the entire course is built for kids that are 4 foot tall. So Dan is just leaning over. They can't
Dude,
shoot him, but he is just fucking
That place was
spraying.
so cool. All the ramps, all the walls have like tiny window cutouts in them.
Yeah.
So like you can get people like coming by. I'm basically a ninja. I move very quietly for my size.
Dan
This is
turned
true.
into, like,
Ricky
SEAL
can confirm.
Dan's like SEAL Team 6 taking
Oh,
out Bin
buddy.
Laden.
I
Like,
had this. I'm popping corners. At one point, and it was with Holden because I knew he'd think it was funny. But like, because we played so much like Warzone and stuff together. But at one point, I was like, I'm going to slide
Dance
cancel your
flags.
ass. Like, I'm going to be sliding past you, like popping up, doing 360s. Like, I cooked them, dude. We walked out. One of the kids is like, I got 3rd place. And I go, check that scoreboard, bud. Remember, I was Buttercup. You know, we got out just a big old, I don't even remember what the character, because I thought Buttercup sounds like a cow to me. I would name a cow Buttercup.
It's a pony.
Yeah.
It's My Little Pony.
It's a farm animal
yeah,
for
My
sure.
Little Pony, that's Buttercup.
I smoked them, dude. Holden came in like 19th. And I went,
Wouldn't
would
be
never
me.
be me, dude. Not even at 11. You know what I mean? Oh, it was so much fun. And then all the, you know, but it was one of those things where I'm like, I told Ricky, she's like, oh,
Cool.
awesome, babe. You won. And I'm like, no, you don't get it. Me and all my boys were in there, and I cooked every one of them.
And
You know
Dan
what I
was
mean?
like, you know what's up next? Deadlift competition, boys. Let's get this bar on out.
Then we did go-kart. I got a go-kart that almost couldn't make it up the hill because they have a 2-story go-kart
Yeah.
track. Luna, I'm driving Luna around, and Luna goes, go faster. And I go, babe,
I'm trying.
my foot hasn't left the base plate of this pedal yet. Like, it is hammered.
That is always the thing. Like when you're,
Got to know the carts.
yep, you gotta know the cart
You got to do
numbers.
it more than once because you
we-
can scout the
We
carts
went
out.
for Travis Schultz's bachelor party. We went down to Clio and did like
the cool one.
Yeah.
That's the cool one.
It is.
Yeah.
But
You wear
some of
helmets
those
and
carts
shit.
not built the
That's the
same.
helmet one, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was like I'm putting in hot laps.
Yeah.
I know how to throw down a race line.
You
Okay.
just gotta hit the apexes. Nobody understands this. You also don't weigh a lot. You're like a perfect
Race
little
lines are a
go-kart
thing,
guy, dude.
right?
You're a
Yeah.
perfect go-kart
John could be
guy.
a jockey.
He's
I'm
a
out
perfect
there.
go-kart
I'm,
guy. He's
I'm
too tall
warming
for
up
a
the
jockey.
tires. We're doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm laying it down, and it was like I physically cannot catch one guy's cart in front of me on a terrible line.
Who's driving like an idiot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, cool, man. You're just
Yeah.
go faster.
Yeah, you're like, do I not have it all the way down?
Yeah.
Do I not? Is there another gear here?
I'm leaning back, just throwing that throttle
Trying to
cable
find
on
the
out. Yeah.
governor. Yeah. Anyways, what were you going to talk about this time?
I figured we'd talk about Kentucky to start. So we went down 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
Had a really, really cool trip.
I mean, I'm going to listen. I will preface this with that was the worst Kentucky trip of my entire life. And it had to do
Because of
nothing.
the length.
No, it just had nothing to do with anybody else. I was sick the entire time.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I was on meth the entire time. What's it called? Pseudoephedrine. I was
Yeah,
on
that's not
pseudoephedrine
meth.
the entire time. And this is our job. We can't go there and not consume alcohol to any
Yeah.
extent because we're there to do barrel picks. So it's one of those things where it's like you have Sudafed D or Mucinex D or whatever,
I
any
was
of
also
this
taking
stuff.
Sudafed too.
And then when you start having drinks, I turn into a zombie and have no energy and feel like I could like just nod off and die.
Anytime. Yep.
But the trip was fantastic, actually. I think like overall as a trip, it was great.
It might be one
It
of
was
our
so
longest
hard for
Kentucky
me.
trips ever. It was 4 days.
Yeah.
Well, 5 actually.
It was 5 total, I guess.
yeah,
but
because we got in
probably the longest.
Sunday night
Mhm.
and then left Thursday.
Yeah.
So, doing SAS 100 the first day, which even Ryan was shocked with how good they tasted.
Some of those samples, one of them
He
I
had
think
very,
wasn't great,
very
but-
low expectations. He was like, I don't know what I'm going to expect here. And I
Yeah.
was like, we've only had one,
90.
maybe 2 SAS picks.
Mhm.
One for sure. I think we have one at the castle.
These are back also when they were only the 90,
90
proofers.
proofs.
Yeah.
And it was years ago.
Yep.
So it was like, more
And
than
they're
likely
okay.
we'll find something that's okay at
They're
least.
good for $20 or 30.
The SAS 100 was really, really good.
Mhm.
Very happy with that pick.
Yep.
That was a fun group. All those guys were awesome. Hearing fucking Clinton and them go back and forth, wild.
It
It feels
so-
very much like us.
yeah.
They
we
were,
had 2 SBS, 2 different people, 1 SBS picks.
Yeah.
That made them Junkies picks. And so what happens is we rented Airbnb. The first group we met down there that Sunday night. Then they took off Tuesday.
Yep.
After we had a Pick Tuesday as well. They took off basically from the Pick Tuesday, and then the second SBS group pick came in Tuesday night, and then they took off Thursday.
Dan had a panic attack to wake up and do all the laundry.
Yeah, I did.
Because I didn't even think about
Cut me
changing
up.
all over the bedding.
Yeah, I did on the record, so everybody knows.
First time Dan's done laundry in his life.
That's not true. Every time Ricky leaves, I do
Third.
laundry. Every time she leaves, which is every day of my life now. And so my problem was I woke up and I'm like, the next group can't sleep on the sheets and bedding and pillows. Listen, a comforter is one thing unless they jerked off on it or something. Sheets, if you get sweaty or any of that, and then pillows with the drool and the sweat and the hair,
Everything.
that's just a whole thing. So I'm like, I can't in good
Well,
faith
I didn't
have
think
these
about it
people
because we
do
weren't
that.
switching our beds.
Right.
So it was like not even a thought for me, honestly,
Yeah.
until you had said something. I was like, holy shit, yeah, we got to get that done. But that day was great. There's someone moving through here. We have a guest.
Hello?
It's Dan's mom.
Shooting a
Shooting.
podcast?
Oh, you're fine.
You're fine. What are you doing? Oh, are you? Yep.
Yeah.
Did the guy come get his rye barrel that he wanted? Okay. Yep, you can. We will have a couple. We'll have like 2 or 3
Couple
more
more.
pretty soon.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
when we bottle
today?
Wednesday, we'll have more next week. Is maybe the right way to phrase that.
Okay.
We'll have some more next week for sure.
Yeah.
Love you.
It was Dan's mom, real quick.
But the first group, 3
Great.
guys,
Yeah.
fantastic. David, super quiet, chill.
Yeah.
Like, so easy to just hang out with,
Yeah.
honestly.
Clinton Todd, though, going back and forth.
Dude, a party.
It very much felt like us. They were probably, what,
In their 50s?
early 50s?
Yeah.
Maybe late 40s?
Sure.
They just were there to have a good fucking time
Yeah.
and hang out. And it was so chill, relaxed. Loved it.
They're Texans, too.
Oh, yeah.
So, Texan people
They were in the
knows-
cars.
Texas people knows
Like,
what
we had
that
a lot
means,
of
but
overlap of like hobbies and shit
Yeah,
like that. So it
for
was really
sure.
cool.
Clint's probably one of the most interesting, funny people I've ever met.
Because we said it was an older version of a mutual friend that we have.
Yeah. Yeah, Clint is an older version of Jordan. For anybody that knows, we've talked about Jordan in the past on
We
just
have.
randomly, but Jordan's our Kentucky buddy. And
He
Clint
is off the wall.
dude, Clint would just walk in and just say random shit that is so funny. And it's like, I could hear Jordan say that. I could
Yeah.
hear it in Jordan's voice.
Yeah.
Like, but no,
So we
had a
had
good
that.
time with them.
And then
over
so
to
we
J-Hob, had
left
some cool
really, really
whiskey.
happy on the SAS pick.
Yep.
Went to J-Hob, got to hang out a little bit more with those guys. And
Yep.
then we had Hartfield the next day.
Yep.
Which is wild because I feel like we've been over a lot of Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've drove a lot of that state, just going to different places. We went on like a back road, and I mean it is barely 2 lanes wide.
Yeah. We're going to
No
Paris.
runoff.
Is where we were going. Paris,
Paris, Kentucky. No runoff, basically.
None,
and then
yeah.
it was nothing but horse farm after horse farm after horse farm.
For 30,
I looked at
20,
Dan,
30 miles?
and I go,
20 miles?
buddy, there's more money in fencing than my house.
Yeah,
right
which is
here."
most definitely true.
Yeah.
I mean, buddy, we legitimately had to, just from the road, not anything that was fencing in, from
Yeah.
the road fence.
Yeah.
We had to have driven past 15, 20 miles of fence
Easy.
on the road. So it's like in some of these farms, a lot of these farms that we drove, or a lot of these, whatever, I don't know if those are technically ranches or not, horse farms, whatever they
Call it
are.
whatever you want.
But a lot of them had big gates with like big signs with the name of their farm or ranch or whatever. So it's one of those things where it's like that road fence wasn't a 16th of the fence they owned.
yeah,
You know
and
what
then
I mean?
like Alvis is like, oh, those black ones are really expensive.
Yeah.
I was like, that was most of it.
And they're doubled up
Yeah,
because you're apparently in Kentucky not
it's
allowed
illegal to pet a horse.
pet a horse over a black fence or something
Uh-huh.
like that. So
We went to Hartfield, had a fantastic time with
Okay.
Jeremy and Mike.
with there needs to be background on this Hartfield thing because Ryan deserves credit. So
There.
we are going out to Kentucky. We have a pick on Monday. We had a pick on Wednesday. We had a full Tuesday with nothing to do. And so I was like, we should just schedule another pick while we're down there, and just get some more stuff done for the year. And so I called Ryan and I was like, hey, what cool Kentucky brands that like maybe are new or we just haven't heard of or we don't know about? Like what brands exist down there that we should like hang out, check out,
Yeah.
do a barrel pick at is kind of like the real idea. But so we went back and forth on a few different ideas, and then I had brought a couple up to Ryan, and then Ryan brought a couple up, and then Ryan, there were some spots, like some of them that I brought up where Ryan's like, listen, we can go do that, but your experience there is going to be this experience, this set experience. And I don't know that that's like what you're looking for. And I don't know the product at the price tag is going to be what you're looking for, whatever.
I think we got what you were looking for.
We did. We got exactly what we got exactly what I hoped Ryan could answer the question.
Yeah.
Like that was the answer I was looking for. But Ryan came back and he was like, dude, we should check out Hartfield. And I was like, okay. And I was like, do they have like cool whiskey, I guess is kind of. Would love to go hang out and visit anyways. And but I'm like, it's an hour and a half each way. So it's 3-hour drive that day. And Ryan said very nice things about the guys over at Hartfield and basically was like, the way that Ryan puts stuff is Ryan's like, these are people that I want to see succeed.
Yeah.
And what often
that carries a lot of weight for us.
Not to
honestly.
speak for Ryan, but often what that means for Ryan is Ryan thinks that they're good for the industry, not bad for the industry.
Yes.
So as a whole. So we drove over there, and Ryan did say, he's like, we'll probably basically kind of be able to do anything we want over there. Like that Ryan has a great relationship with them. And we got over there and we hung out with one of the owners /
Jeremy.
founders, and then their head of sales, basically.
Mike.
And they were two extremely down to earth, awesome, just great dudes, man.
Yeah.
Just one of the best pick experiences. I was, again, on medication that day, and we sat there for, after the pick, 2 hours?
Probably like, about 2 hours.
Shot
We
the
went
shit?
to lunch. And
Then we went to lunch for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I mean, we spent so much time with these guys.
They were our speed.
They were
as we'd
incredible.
say.
They
Yeah.
were so, like, Kentucky boys, for sure.
Yeah.
And very much like it's Jeremy for sure. And like they're very much, they know everybody. Their stories are incredible.
Yeah.
Like I just very in the industry and very not that, you know what I like about it is like sometimes you meet
Like
people,
non-pretentious
yeah.
type thing.
Sometimes you meet people, especially Kentucky. Kentucky bourbon's it's their own.
Yeah.
It's like being from Texas. You're a Texan.
Yeah.
They're the vibe of not
Like demeanor.
it wasn't a fuck everybody else
Yeah.
situation at all, which was
Yes.
awesome.
It was a rising tide thing.
It was
so
very-
like
yes.
they also distill.
Yep.
But they do a lot of sourcing and
Yep.
stuff. We got to try some of their, I think it was 5-year, the weeded one.
Yep.
I did like a lot.
It was good.
Yeah.
Jeremy made that too.
Yeah.
And it's weeded bourbon, and we tried some different like toasted barrel, finishing barrel stuff.
Yep.
And it was dude, you're talking, that place is not big. That place is not significantly larger than our space, really.
No.
Just
It's
it's laid
stacked.
out very
Yeah.
differently. But just what a great experience we had there. Their spot is now I'm not there. This isn't a place that
They're very well off the beaten trail.
this isn't a place that you were like, we got to visit it because we'll be able to hang out there all day. No, I would 100% say what a blast to go do a barrel pick there.
They had a cool little bar area.
They like have a little gift shop downstairs.
Yeah.
Did they have a bar area?
Yeah, that's where we were at the end of the day.
Oh yeah,
I think,
you're right. We
I
walked
think,
out of
yeah,
it.
because
Yeah,
I think
you're right.
you were in the bathroom for a while, and then
Yep.
we went and like we're talking about like they got the big buffalo.
Yep.
And they were dressing up for like Halloween and stuff.
Yes, yeah. That place, if you ever are just anywhere near
near.
the Paris place, I would go there, and they're so cool there.
Yeah.
The people are just great.
So we ended up getting it'll be 14 and 19 year.
I think they are now, right now.
Kentucky. Yeah, it was March.
Yep.
Kentucky distillate. The 14 years hazmat. It's like 140 plus is what
I want
they
to find out
wrote.
they're Smartens, if you know what I mean.
And the 19 year, same thing.
Yep.
Also pretty high dang proof and delightful.
They're here. We can prove. Did I bring them?
I don't know.
I don't either. Yeah, they're in my car. We can prove
Okay.
that 19.
The 14 year, legitimately, I told you over and over. I go, you could give that to me blind. I think it's George T. Stagg from
It's very
2025.
cherry forward.
Yeah.
Very cherry. Not medicinal either. Like a sweet cherry.
You know I don't like that.
Yeah. I just had such a good time there, man. And the whiskey we went through there was really great. I think we went through
A
6
lot.
of the 14-year, 13 to 14-year barrels, and then we went through
4?
2 or 4.
I think it was 4.
Was
the now 19 stuff.
Yeah. Just absolutely fantastic. The
And
19-year we picked, they thought has like 60 bottles in it.
Yeah.
14 they think has like maybe 90.
That's why we ended up doing the double pick, because it's like there were not a lot in either of those barrels.
Yeah.
But I would like to just say thank you to those guys.
Seriously.
Because they gave us a run of the show.
Yeah.
We get to meet their whole like distribution
Their whole
team.
sales staff,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wild. It was a fantastic time.
Come to find out they've been around since 2016. Like this was kind of
Yeah.
the thing where it was like, this is why, and this is the
Well,
exact
Mike was
reason I called
outselling
Ryan.
all of their distributors too,
Yeah.
which is wild.
Yeah.
I go, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. They're just a cool, like, it's just a cool group of people is what it is. And like, they're making their own shit. I think I really hope that stuff is awesome. I believe wheat
Like
takes the
8
longest
years?
to
Yeah.
age from like a barrel, like it needs the most perspective. I think bourbon is in the middle, and then rye is the shortest.
Yep.
That I was trying to think of like a better that wheated product that we knew was young, around 5, that was as good, and I couldn't. Like that's the thing.
I don't know how old some of that horse soldier stuff is, because they have that weeded.
I
mash bill.
very much prefer Hartfield's weeded to Horse Soldiers weeded.
Yeah, that's fair.
Personally,
But that might be like one of the youngest I could think of. And
like
I
Green
don't
River
know
weeded
their
is
age
probably not old,
limit. I would guess that's probably like 6.
but I would compare those two.
Yeah.
Truthfully, like with their
Well,
full proof.
I'm guessing it at 6, and you don't think it's that old, so
Yeah.
it's like, bless you. Yeah, wheat does take a long time.
Yeah, I think
to develop.
I think that if you want the wheat funk gone, then you need double digits on age, really.
So we left Hartfield, went out to dinner with those guys, had a
Mhm.
great time.
such good dudes, man.
That was great.
I see what Ryan when we left that place. I was like, I get it. I
Yeah.
get what Ryan meant. I get the idea that like you want these guys to succeed because they're cool dudes. They're cool dudes doing cool shit.
It kind of felt like hanging out with us.
I agree.
Like very much in the same vein of what we're trying to do here.
Not to like blow ourselves.
Yeah, very much so.
Personality
Not that
wise,
side.
vibe wise,
yes,
I agree.
that we were just hanging out with
Telling
2
stories.
buddies.
Talking shit.
Yeah, 100% that. And so that's probably why it's been one of my favorite like pick experiences that we've had.
I would legitimately like. Now here's the thing: we've picked what I believe are 2 very good barrels from them.
Monsters.
And
I'd very much put it against.
I think it beats the shit out of that. But with all due respect, because I do
That's why I
like
was
that
bringing it right
bottle.
now, 'cause I knew we
do
were gonna
like
talk
that.
about it.
Yeah. But I do think like if they sourced a bunch of new barrels, or
also,
they're
if you guys are listening to this podcast and not watching the video, what I had touched was our Augusta pick,
which
this
is the
a
same
13-year.
same whiskey.
Yeah, that's a 13-year. So a little bit for your ears, not your eyes.
Yeah. But I would go back, like I would make that drive from Lexington. Now, mind you, we weren't staying in Lexington because from
Yeah.
Lexington they're only like 45
Well,
minutes.
we were
or
like
something.
5 minutes away where we normally stay.
Yeah. Well, we were
We're
in
in Lawrenceburg.
But-
Yeah.
I would go like if, let's say next year, 2027, Hartfield's like, oh, or Ryan or anybody from there says, yeah, dude, we sourced these new barrels that sound intriguing or whatever.
Yeah.
I would 100% make the trip back there to pick again because it was such a great
All right,
experience.
before we move on, so that was Wednesday.
Yep.
The Airbnb that we found, Dan found, great,
Fantastic.
wild.
That's what I was just writing a review for.
It is wild.
It's fantastic. It's just
I was down in the basement,
wasn't even that fancy. It was just awesome.
and I told Dan, I was like, I need you to come down here at some point in time to look at this door.
Oh, you're a little person door.
Because I didn't think it was weird until I went to like close the door at night, and it was like, I have to lean down to get to the handle. What the fuck? And then I noticed I'm doing the duck to
Yeah.
walk through. The door was only 6'1", maybe.
I think I might have been 6 feet. It wasn't over. I hit my head,
Yeah.
so it wasn't 6'2".
But like you were just hitting it.
yeah, it was like up right towards the top of my
Yeah.
forehead type situation. Yeah,
Because I walked through and was like, oh, I didn't realize I'm doing the.
like you said,
The duck.
the best part is they just cut the bottom.
They cut
of
the
door
bottom
off
of the
and moved it down.
entire fucking casing
Yeah,
to like just move everything down because the door handle down.
And the smallest sauna of all time.
It is a one-person sauna, and
It's
it's barely a one-person
Yeah,
sauna. Dan has to do the back end
that was a
to get in.
half-person sauna, dude.
I walked in like straightforward after you used it. So I tried to get in, and it was like, oh, this is taut.
100%, dude.
Like I could barely turn in this thing to sit down.
Yeah.
I ain't that big of a person.
It was a little one.
So, but
Great layout, though.
was it 6-bedroom,
Yep. Everybody had their own room.
4-bathroom? It's a nightmare to get to because you have to drive down the cul-de-sac and do the candy cane to get in.
Yeah.
But
Everything else is perfect.
great little
Yeah.
little spot that we're at. New group came in, and then we have the 1792 bottle and bond pick.
Yeah, they brought the second group that came. They drove. So
they were out of Georgia.
they brought
One guy flew
20 bottles of whiskey,
at least
25. I
Yeah.
mean, just and now, mind you, he had texted me. He's like, also
because we were
before
both
move
coming
on,
off that pick.
Yeah,
And then it was like, all right, hydrate up. We hit the sauna, chilled for
hour or
maybe
something.
an hour, and then they were there.
yeah. Before we move on, huge shout out to David for snagging that stag for us. 'cause
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
that
It's in the video.
okay. That David found the guy that won the first SBS pick found a stag for 70.
25D.
Yeah, but
And
huge
then
shout out to David.
we were going to buy it off him. He was like, no, just take it.
Yeah. Those guys show up, start unpacking bottles. And now mind you,
Rare character.
the guy that won the
TKO,
second pick, he had
TKO.
texted and he's like, hey man, here's like a picture of some of my stuff. Is there anything you want to try? Like I'll bring something.
Mhm.
So I was just like, hey man, he's got a ton of, he's a big rare character guy. So I was like, bring a couple like of the like Brook Hill, like bring a Brook Hill that's awesome.
Yeah.
Just like one that we could try.
We brought 2.
And then like if you got like a rare character that you're in love with, like good rare characters often very good.
Brought 8.
So it's like bring a rare character that you think is really good too. You know, it shows up 14 rare characters, 2 Brook Hills.
Yeah.
I just like the amount of whiskey that came out. The one guy was so nice. He gets there and he walks over to me and goes, hey man, I brought you a gift. I'm like, nobody needed to bring anybody. You didn't even really need to bring whiskey. You know,
Yeah.
like we could go out into a Evergreen, we can go wherever.
Which we did.
And he's like, dude, I went back through a bunch of old videos and I saw that you said that your favorite Kentucky Owl rye is batch 1. I was like, it is. He just pulls a Kentucky Owl batch 1 rye out of his bag and sealed and hands it to me. And then one of the other guys looks over and he goes, he's the best ever at finding old shit.
Yeah.
Like he
They were
travels
like-
for work.
Yeah. They were like, if he goes past a store and he's like, we should stop there. There's going to be a Dusty.
Every time, like it's wild.
Yeah.
Then I was like, thank you so much, man. Like that, I mean, that is, even at retail, that bottle wasn't cheap. Like definitely completely unnecessary. Well, I have a batch 2 bunkered. Now I have a batch 1 with it, which is so cool.
I don't.
So then he goes, then I'm thinking like, we'll have to open this and we can all share it or whatever. And he's like, then he goes, don't open that, man. I brought an open one so we can drink it.
Yeah.
I'm like, an open one? He's like, yep. So we drank Kentucky Owl batch 1, Kentucky Owl rye batch 1. It is just
Still
as good
good.
as I remember,
Yep.
man. It also, I would love to know where that whiskey came from. I would love to know because the mash bill and the state of distillation don't match up at all with the age statement. And I texted maybe the person who made it, maybe not, but
Drunkenly that night.
let's just say maybe definitely texted the person who made it and asked. And that person and I had a very interesting conversation about the source on that bottle of whiskey. And I won't share it because I'm not blowing up anybody's spot.
We've never had this conversation.
I
That's
still
fun.
don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
It's wild. And that bottle doesn't taste like it should for the mash bill they believe it is. Like none of the things line up at all. I even asked Ryan the next day, I'm like, where does this mash bill that's 11 years old come from? And he's like, this one place that we all know it comes from. And I go, what if it was a different state? And he goes, what? And I'm like, what if it was Kentucky? And he's like, no one. And I'm like, that's what I thought. You know what I mean? Like this doesn't even, you can't put, there's no puzzle pieces that fit together.
I do believe there's a thing about Kentucky that if you age it so many years, you can call it Kentucky like whiskey.
The statement is distilled in though.
Yep.
So that's not an aging situation here. That is a purely and the person who sourced the barrels said that they were told. It was and listen, it does not taste like Indiana. So
well, Throwing some things out there.
Doesn't taste like Indiana. That's what I'll say.
Does not.
It does not. But
It could have been a good lot.
my gosh, buddy,
Monster
it
lot.
doesn't taste at all like Indiana. But the I mean, that was the Brook. Okay, here's the thing. I've had on the record. I've had Brook Hills that were good.
Mm-hmm.
One or two. I haven't had a ton
Couple.
of Brook Hills.
No.
I have had one or two Brook Hills that I would never pay that price tag for and would have actively been upset had I paid the price tag that they cost for them because I don't think the quality of whiskey was there for the price tag.
$400.
That being said, the Brook Hills he brought were fucking incredible. That first one, the Japan one,
The kanji
Kage
bottle.
or
Yeah.
kanji,
Kanji,
whatever,
I think.
had a wave on, like a Japanese wave image on the back for a little
Yep.
sticker. Holy shit. That whiskey was incredible.
It was very good.
That one was just, and then he brought a couple TKOs.
It was a rye, wasn't it?
No, those were both bourbon. That's
Both
what,
bourbons. That's what I.
you
keep,
get it.
Yep.
One of them had a sister. They kept saying
Because
there was a sister brother that was a
Ryan's
rye.
pick was a rye, right?
Yes, Ryan did pick
And
a
I
12
keep
year.
thinking that. Yeah.
Yep.
They were bourbon.
But my goodness, man, that one that he brought, the first one I tried, I was like, holy shit. This is one of
And-
the ones where you would pay $400 for it, and you'd be like, that's a $400 bottle of whiskey.
And there was one guy from New Orleans. He brought us the king cake. Dan about had a fucking meltdown about
Okay.
this.
I have not been to Louisiana. I don't care to go. I'm sure at some point I'll
New
end up there
Orleans is
'cause
the only
Ricky
place you
likes-
need to hit.
Ricky likes New Orleans, so I'm sure I'll eventually be there. I don't care. I know everybody says it's fun. I don't care. The food's good. I don't care. Whatever. It's so far away. I don't fucking care. It's a swamp. Here's the thing. With all due respect,
There's a lot on that.
they flew this king cake in.
Mm-hmm.
This king cake, they said, was, I think they said, was the most famous king cake there from Louisiana.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the bakery right now, but it is like the #1 king cake.
This king cake, they opened it, they cut it, and I took one bite.
Oh no,
She's dead.
we lost a camera.
We
angle.
lost the camera.
We'll figure it out.
That king cake,
Is that one? Oh, that one.
That one shut off.
It's just mine. It's fine.
that king cake was an orgasm. That was
Very
the
good.
I was like, dude, I've had the idea of a king. I know
Yeah.
I haven't had an authentic one. They said that people wait in line and fight about these cakes.
Yes.
I get it.
So
I would do both of those things for that king
Our
cake.
anniversary is March 14th. We have been in Louisiana around the old Mardi Gras.
Is it Mardi Gras always the end of Feb?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it leads up to what is it? Lent and stuff like that.
Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday.
What's
Yeah.
the point of Mardi Gras? Why is this a tradition?
You go into Lent.
So it's like the binge everything and
Yeah,
then
Fat
and then,
Tuesday,
I
Ash
see.
Wednesday.
Okay. It's like
So,
drinking a lot in December and then
Fat
doing dry January.
Tuesday is consume everything, and then Lent is give up something.
You should have to give up everything you fucking overindulged in.
Yes.
That'd be so hard.
So we've been down there a lot, and like the beignets and all the baked goods, so fucking good in New Orleans.
They didn't know what punchkis were.
No, that's
is
Polish.
interesting.
That's
It's like a-
Polish.
Like a Michigan thing.
Yeah.
Only Michigan?
That's a Polish thing, but there's a giant concentration of Polish people.
Is it a Midwest thing? Like Ohio? Does Ohio do punchkis?
I
Sure,
would say
they-
it's probably a
places with
very
Polish
Midwestern
ones,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Well, they were like, "That's a king cake for Mardi Gras," and I was like, "You guys ever had a punchki?" And they're like,
Because
"What?"
what are the meat pies?
Pasties.
Pasties. That's
They're
that's
nipple
kind
covers.
of
Same thing.
a Michigan Midwestern thing.
It's I mean that's a UP thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
That-
really?
That came over with like miners from Scandinavia.
From Epstein Island.
No, like
Well, you got dark there.
the
We didn't talk about that here.
profession miner, like people that go into mines.
Yeah, with pickaxes and shit.
Bitcoin. Yeah.
Coal miners, some would say.
That's a West Virginia thing.
Yeah, not anymore. That place is so poor, dude.
West Virginia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
shit.
gosh, I've not driven through a place where I felt worse
Tennessee.
about.
Oh wait. Go. Have you been to like the Dakotas?
Oh,
Nope, neither of them. Not good. Really?
Dakotas are.
Are they?
Yeah.
West Virginia was tough.
Dakotas
West
are
Virginia.
probably worse.
Really? In
Yeah.
West Virginia?
Yeah.
Wow. West Virginia, you can tell was
There's not a lot of
built on coal
industry
mines.
in either of the Dakotas,
Okay.
and
They just
it's
got some oil like that.
no farming or
Yeah.
anything out there. Isn't it pretty
Some.
flat?
a
And,
good amount of reservation land.
Okay. all right,
And not a lot else.
Okay. Yeah, West Virginia, you can tell used
Oh
to
no,
run
Dakota's
on
got a lot of
coal.
elevation.
They do?
Yeah.
They got mountains in them?
Oh, it's
Little bit.
rolling hills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say mountains.
Okay.
I think I would say Pennsylvania, but brown.
They have the Black Hills is the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that reservation land?
I don't know if it's considered all reservation. I just know
Some
it's
of
a-
it?
Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of it in that area is reservation.
Okay. Yeah, when we drove through West
think that's
Virginia,
the
I was
Crows?
just we went and stayed out there and went like side by side and stuff. And I just remember thinking like we stayed in an old coal town too.
Yeah.
And I just remember like everything we drove by, it's like it's all trailers and abandoned houses and
Yeah,
abandoned
there's
cars.
a reason
and,
they shot Deliverance there.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There was a documentary me and Christy were watching.
About
They were
banjos?
talking about how it just sucks for people
Yeah.
in Appalachia in general. And they were like, this one town, they were like, the best job you can get in this town is working at Pizza Hut.
Oh my gosh.
Like, that's it. Like, that's
the peak of it.
That's like, at least you're not at fast food.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, man. That's tough, dude. Yeah, I just don't. I feel Louisiana, not everywhere. I know I'm generalizing. I know it's
Doing a lot of bayou action here.
So much backwoods crazy shit.
Yeah, dude. You have the French in the South meeting together.
Dan
It's
just
some
watched too much-
backwood shit.
Dan just watched too much True Blood. He knows all about Louisiana.
True Blood was so good for so many seasons too. It was so good for a while, dude. It
Cajun's
really
a
was.
hell of a drug, you know?
So here's the thing.
They can cook like motherfuckers, though.
And this is what everybody. Well, the food, and I'm like, well, buddy, but there's good food so many
No,
places.
no. I would put literally New Orleans as like my number 2.
To New
City?
York.
New York
Okay.
and then New Orleans.
Okay.
The food there, phenomenal.
Texas barbecue.
Not even close.
Well, here's the shitty part about New York. New York is a great food city.
It's a melting pot.
Yeah, there's what's a New York food?
Everything.
Everyone else's food.
Pizza.
No, you get
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
They don't have their own thing.
Right.
Okay, Ricky Bobby, settle down here.
That's fair.
Chimichangas,
They got a lot of pizza.
Mexico.
And that's some good pizza.
Bagels.
Bagels is probably
big
the
New
most
York
New
thing.
York thing. Yeah.
Ironically, best bagel I've had in my life was at a place called New York Bagel
Not in New York.
In Chicago.
in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I don't like CJ talks about pizza over in New York a lot.
I've
How
had
cheap it is and how good it is.
Yeah, okay, so I think 2 vacations we've done New York and New Orleans that it was like no real like schedule or anything.
Mhm.
Like walk around, find
Yeah,
food,
just
do whatever.
Do something, yeah.
Both phenomenal.
Yeah.
The pizza late at night in New York,
Hard to beat. Yeah.
we paid $2 for
See.
2
This is the thing.
gigantic
Yeah.
slices of pizza.
This is the thing. I do like a volume
Is it-
situation.
Gutter pizza? Yeah. You know what's better? Most pizza here.
For the $2 slice?
It was $1 a piece.
Oh. Well, the expectation shouldn't be high.
It should not be.
It's $1. Buddy,
It-
Sbarro at my gas station.
Oh, it would beat the
$4 a
shit.
piece. And that's $4 a
Sbarro.
piece of pizza.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Like it smacked down some
Sbarro's
shit.
the original New York pizza.
Yeah, I bet
Okay,
Sbarro
Michael
at one
Scott.
point. I bet Sbarro at one point was fire, dude. I bet. Not today.
That's an office joke.
What's that?
The Sbarro thing.
Is it?
Yeah, he goes.
Michael
New York
Scott
pizza.
thing?
He's like, I
Yeah.
gotta get some authentic New York pizza. He goes to a Sbarro.
It's fantastic.
I bet Sbarro at one point was great though.
I bet.
Not so much.
But like food wise, I think the diversity in New York is unbeatable.
Here's the thing.
You can
If I
go
want seafood, I'll go
block
to
to
Maine.
block.
If I
New
want,
York has great seafood.
I could see that. This is an anti-Louisiana argument.
Okay.
If I want seafood,
Louisiana has amazing seafood.
I'm sure they do. If
Yep.
I want, I can get a great boil in
Okay.
Florida.
What was your top 5? Do you remember?
What?
Of your foods?
Hell no.
Oh, I
Steak,
just know Coney Dog was on there.
Coney dog, Philly
Yeah, we
cheesesteak.
can get rid of Coney
ain't getting
Dog
a Philly
in the Philly.
cheesesteak.
The Philly, you're probably going to go New York
No,
more
I'm going
than
to Jersey.
Louisiana.
No, Jersey.
No, I'm saying like
Or
between
you're
New
going
York
to
and
Philadelphia,
yeah.
which is Pennsylvania.
That's close. Jersey's got good cheesesteaks. I
I
guarantee.
didn't
it.
even get that he said Jersey.
Am I
Holy
wrong
shit.
here? Is Jersey
I mean, it's
not
across
it?
the river.
New
but yeah,
Jersey
calm
is a
down.
different fucking
It's the
state.
same bullshit, dude. It's all nonsense anymore.
There's New Jersey,
Is
there's New
this-
York,
is this
and there's
like-
Pennsylvania.
Is this the greater New England thing again? Are we in that
Yes.
area? Yeah, whatever that's called.
I'll give you New England on that.
The
Okay, so on to your top 5.
pizza ain't gonna be Louisiana. Steak ain't gonna be Louisiana.
You would think that.
It's just not though. The nobody's saying, dude, the best beef in the world's in Louisiana. No, it's fucking not though. You know what I mean?
It ain't New York either.
I bet you money there is better steak in New York than there is in Louisiana because of the money, in New York. Yeah.
that's fair.
Like this is the problem.
There's a lot of money in Louisiana too.
Not the same amount, and it's
There's
not
not.
remotely close. So like the rich fancy people that want rich fancy restaurants, and you want one good steak, it's gonna be New York.
To say,
Okay.
more people in the files in New York than Louisiana.
Also
I,
true.
I would say
More
there
billionaires, some would
there
say.
are very very like a high amount of high dining restaurants in Louisiana. New Orleans, like specifically.
Wrong.
buddy. That's got to be a hot take, right?
I
You say
had
fine dining.
I would
Yes.
say New York has the most fine dining
It has to
in America.
I'm not
by
saying
a
in the like.
power of 2 or 3.
in the world.
Okay, I'm not saying it has the most. I'm
Oh,
saying there's
okay.
a shit ton
I see.
in Louisiana,
It's all gumbo and crawfish.
dude. If you had like I mean,
I can't.
CJ,
imagine.
we've had good
We've
gumbo
had good gumbo in Kentucky. Funny enough.
Yep. Everything in Louisiana is very much their pace. Outside of a couple, like, well, that one's dead anyways.
That
Don't
one
even
doesn't
worry
work. Yeah.
about it. We went to a sushi bar in Louisiana.
Uh huh.
Amazing. Might be.
Yeah, but you can get sushi anywhere.
It might be my number one that I've ever had in my life.
Sushi?
Yeah.
They're not even Asian people down there, dude. The best sushi you're gonna have is gonna come from an Asian.
You think that?
It is.
This is the
Asians would agree.
Timothy
with
Oliphant on the league. Spooky sushi.
me. Oh, dude, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Holy shit. The
Dude, they were bringing out stuff that I like. It was a plated menu. You don't get to
pick and
like
choose,
do
yeah.
anything. It was how many courses do you want type
Sure.
thing. So we added a couple things on, like appetizers or whatever. Oh, it's so fucking good.
The problem is that's not specific to Louisiana either.
No, it is not.
Like this is the issue. They're known for boils, gumbo,
Yeah,
crawfish,
beignets.
king cake.
Mm.
You know what? That king cake could have brought me to Louisiana. I'd go for that.
It was good.
I have no interest in going to Mardi Gras at all.
So,
but
the place right on the water, I don't remember the name. People will line up for hours to get their beignets.
what is a beignet?
It's fried dough with powdered sugar on
It's a fucking donut.
Kind of,
Sounds like a shitty donut.
but I
They're
think
good?
I think
I'm
they do
a-
a layered dough on
Okay,
it, so it's
so-
like a fried, almost
Oh, because they're
croissant.
French.
it. Yeah, it's almost like
Yeah.
so it's not the same. Next time you're in Frankenmuth, there's a beignet place.
So it's more of a
How do you spell that?
flaky dough that you get off of it.
Oh, I got it.
EING.
Oh, fucking Olive Garden
I've-
has beignets.
I love how that you spelled it for him because there's no fucking chance you can spell beignet.
I want you to know that I was
I
close
can't
enough.
either.
There,
but
I
I'd be
was close
closer.
enough that Google popped up with beignet. So now I got to BEN.
Yeah, so when I just went
Forgot
outside,
the I.
I heard Sean talking about sushi in New Orleans.
Yeah.
There,
Phenomenal.
and I'm just making this up, but I'm guessing there is. There's probably a chef in New York that flies fish in
I
like
bet.
tuna from Japan
Oh,
every
I bet.
day,
Yeah.
and it's like you're getting better
I
sushi
bet.
in New York.
I bet
100%.
all 50 states have that are flying in like
Okay,
fresh.
Okay, how
fish.
about
find,
this?
find the guy in Fargo, North Dakota, doing that, and all
Okay.
No, I said every state, not every town.
every state. Okay, Fargo, biggest town in North Dakota. Find the guy in Fargo doing
Fargo's
the
a
flying
good
in
show,
sushi.
dude. The here's the thing. The problem is the best sushi chef in the world. If he was allowed to go to Louisiana or New York, he would
Yeah.
not go to Louisiana.
I'd give you that.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
in
But
Tokyo.
I'm hey,
I said
all,
if he had to pick one of these two, he'd pick New York.
all I'm trying to do is fight
Or
for
they would pick
New
you.
Orleans being like number 2 for me. I'm not trying to say they're number 1 in any way, shape, or
I
form.
mean, LA would be number 2 for food. Just on
Never
Street
been there.
Market.
I hate LA so much. Been there fucking twice. Hate that
LA,
place.
awful town.
Hate that place.
Might be better than New York for food.
I mean, I would imagine
Wow,
that California
really?
has some absolutely phenomenal food. Like, absolutely.
I've been to taco trucks in LA that are better than restaurants I've eaten in most other states.
Well, yeah. I mean, we hit a
Well-
taco truck in Texas that one time that was like, oh my gosh, dude.
That
Like,
was
Texas
Tex
gotta be
Mex.
up there
that
for
changed
state,
your
yeah.
life, dude. If you want barbecue, I'm going
And
to
that lady was a
Texas.
saint.
Yeah, she was incredible.
She cooked an extra. I will never forget
on
it.
accident.
A little brisket quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
And she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I cooked 2. I'll just give it to you guys."
Oh my gosh, would I pay $30 right now for that quesadilla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
California's got Santa Maria tri-tip.
That I had on my honeymoon on a rooftop overlooking the ocean.
Okay. Well,
Legitimately one of the greatest
this
steaks
very
I've
much
ever
feels
had.
like drinking the whiskey next to the bottle right there when you say that. You're like you're painting a
That's
scene.
food. That's why those
Yeah.
Michelin star restaurants cost $1 million for the experience. You're paying for both. You didn't pay for one. You paid for both.
Okay.
The reason that steak was fucking $100 because I'm on the fucking roof looking at the ocean. You know what I mean?
All right.
Like,
So if you got the same level of steak, you're in the basement,
mhm.
right? Are you gonna pay $50 for it, or
Oh, I'd still pay $100 for that steak.
exactly?
Yeah, I would.
So the food made the experience that much better than the scene,
that steak is
if
one
you
of the
had
best steaks
shitty
I've ever
food,
had. Yeah.
and vice versa. So if you paid $100 for a steak and you got our Vegas
Yeah,
experience,
yeah, yeah. Your
of a
Vegas
steak.
Yeah.
does it make it worth it?
No.
So it's the food. It's not the view. The
No, no,
view's
no.
a
No, it's
little
both.
sprinkle on top.
I know, but you were the one arguing that it's like drinking the whiskey with the bottle. Not
yeah, no,
me.
I'm saying
Yeah,
that. I'm wondering.
You gave yourself a counter argument to your argument.
always
Out
why would,
loud.
Why would I not?
Because you're the one that produced the initial argument.
I
Yeah.
am going to throw myself under the bus a little bit, though, and this is going to piss a few people off. Shake Shack, better than In-N-Out. Shake Shack's a New York thing.
That's a hot take. I completely disagree with that.
Yeah, I would disagree with that a lot.
there's
Shake
no
Shacks.
way.
I mean,
Shake
How-
Shack's
everywhere.
How many times do you get
Mid.
In-N-Out?
4.
In-N-Out fries.
about
mid.
that.
Okay. Did you hold on? I'm gonna ask a question because it's a preface. In-N-Out
Like-
fries. In-N-Out fries. You just got them plain
No. So that's my caveat.
Of course you
You
didn't.
have to add
animal style.
animal stuff
yeah.
Yes.
to make them edible.
To make them incredible. Animal style fries are very good. Not like edible.
We will always
Yeah,
get
yeah,
back
yeah.
to food.
Stock In-N-Out fries, trash.
Buddy, stock, just because you have to modify a food item doesn't mean it's
That's
bad.
not even on their normal menu.
So
People
what?
had to make up.
Who gives a shit? You don't like secret menus? It's the greatest
No,
thing of
what
all
I'm saying
time.
is, there's better burgers. Tommy Burger, LA, better than In-N-Out.
I haven't had Tommy Burger.
They put chili on their burger.
That sounds good. It sounds like a mess, though.
It's
Listen, we'll always get back to food
That's
somehow,
true.
some way.
That's true.
Culver's
I don't.
still probably one of the best
100%.
fast food
better
burgers.
than In-N-Out
ever.
Shake Shack.
Culver's
Yeah.
is better than In-N-Out. And, well, In-N-Out's better than Shake. Everything's better than Shake Shack except Burger King, I think.
Man, have
So-
you not had good Shake Shack?
Shake Shack's fine. Whataburger is
It's
as good as
mid.
Shake Shack. It is.
Shake Shack is mid.
Shake Shack is not. Shake Shack's like not worth like a fucking trip.
It's Five Guys.
Five
All
Guys
this-
is fire. It's so expensive, but it's fire.
Burgers at Five Guys not even the best thing on the menu. That's a hot take.
Well, you think the hot dogs are because you like the shape.
It's the texture.
Yeah,
They actually split the hot dog in two, so it's like
I do
double
love this
crispy.
idea. There's a sweet hot dog joint in Chicago that's absolutely phenomenal, dude.
By the way, if you guys ever go to Witchcraft, do not get the pulled pork sandwich.
Why? Was it bad?
Okay. No, it was great. Like the flavor of it, phenomenal. They serve it in a hoagie bun. So it's like a big
Sub bun.
yep.
Yep.
It's cut open. And they throw so much in there. I now have to eat it with a knife and fork.
I don't mind that. You know what's worse than
I
that?
hate that.
What's worse than
If
that?
I order
is it
a
not having
sandwich,
enough meat.
I want to eat it with my
My
fucking
food
hand.
is too flavorful. My
Oh no,
money
they gave
is
me
overflowing.
too much meat.
No, no,
It's
no.
too nice outside.
Wait, do you guys not have this
Oh.
problem when you like order a burger
No,
I
and
don't
you
order-
can't
I don't
pick
order
it up
kids'
with your
meals.
hands?
Am I eating at the restaurant or in my car?
Restaurant.
Then I'm fine with it.
So you want to eat a burger with your knife and fork?
If I got to,
Is it because it's Does it fit? Can I open my mouth?
No.
That pisses me off. That's not the problem you're talking about, though.
That's what I'm talking about. It
No,
was
it's
too
not.
much. It was literally a hoagie
Yeah,
bun,
but the different. You're talking about a
split,
different food,
and
though.
then it was pulled
Detach
pork.
that jaw, my guy, and shove it in.
Buddy,
you got
I
a
will go
different-
get this
no,
for you
is a
right
different
now,
problem.
and if you can eat it without
Wow.
using a knife and fork,
Well, you just use your hands.
I can also pop my jaw
and
in
not
place,
being
but-
a disgusting mess.
No. The problem is you can't compare the hamburger. It's a bad comparison. Not nobody. People don't almost ever eat a burger without a bun and condiments and all the shit, right? But
Red
burger,
Robin has a bunch of burgers that you cannot eat
but
just by hand.
no,
Any
what I'm
person puts
saying
an
is-
egg on a burger. Can't eat it by hand.
what I'm saying is you don't go somewhere and ever just get a burger without all the extra shit, because the extra
Yeah.
shit's what makes the burger good often,
Yeah,
right?
I'm with you on that.
Pulled pork you can eat on a fucking plate at a barbecue restaurant. Like it
Good
doesn't
with-
even have to be on a bun. So
I ordered a sandwich. I thought I was going to be able to pick something up and just eat it.
I'm okay eating pulled pork with a fork and no bun.
I had to.
But I'm fine with that too, is what I'm saying. I'm not okay with eating a
Oh, I see what
burger
you're saying.
with
Yeah.
nothing else. You know,
Because you don't order a burger without.
you're
like,
ordering a
yeah.
plain no bun burger is lame.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
If somebody walks in and orders a plain burger, no cheese or condiments,
Where were we?
call
So-
the police. Call the police.
Kentucky.
Yep. It was
Yeah.
Clint.
Nope. That was a different group. Wasn't it?
I thought it was Clint at Arby's.
No. This is a different trip.
Oh,
We were at that bar.
holy shit! Yeah, they got made fun of for being a baby
He ordered a burger, asked for it plain,
with just ketchup.
well done, with ketchup.
Oh, I can see the bar. We were at that
Big
end
table.
table,
Yeah.
the beginning of the
Like
bar.
no cheese?
No cheese.
Okay, because I'll go sometimes.
Brandon
just
was
burger
there.
with Ketchup's fine.
Buddy, nothing.
Yeah, but if you especially just like not even ketchup. it was
Well
just-
done.
Oh man, our server was so sassy too. He was like, "You want the kids' burger?"
Yeah. Dude, it was
he
was
would
a
probably eat better burgers
tough-
than that.
it was
Definitely.
a tough look, dude. It was I'm like,
Oh
you're just
my
you're gonna
God.
gnaw on a piece of jerky over there with
I was supposed to
ketchup.
order some chicken fingers.
What pick were we on?
I don't remember. It was the pick right before this last one, but
No, I get it if somebody's got like allergies or
no, it wasn't that. He doesn't like it. He likes cheese on other stuff, he said, remember? We were making fun of him for no cheese. It was like
I'm
no
trying to
cheese
look
is
down the
wild.
table and remember who
no-
was there.
anybody who orders a hamburger.
No
It's
cheese.
not the 1920s anymore.
It also like we're not at McDonald's or Burger King. We're at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like this is a restaurant. So it's like a burger with no cheese at a fucking restaurant is wild, dude.
okay, maybe lactose intolerant.
No, he was not. He said he didn't like cheese.
I'm
he
trying.
said
I'm trying to help.
he said
grow out,
I like
but-
cheese on other stuff, not on burgers. And I said, well, yeah,
It was-
dude, your burger's beef jerky. It's
It
well
was someone's
done.
brother.
Yeah, it was.
Was it Was it Chris's? Was that
Ron's
Virginia?
brother.
Yeah.
It was Virginia. Yep.
Yeah.
It
was
was
Ron's
Virginia.
brother.
It was Virginia.
Yeah,
That was the wildest order I've ever seen in my life.
yeah.
That's a grown man. He's in his 40s or 50s.
When the server's making fun of you for your order,
Yeah.
like, oh, you want that kid's burger?
What the reason we're going back to Kentucky this week, back on the Kentucky thing, is
Oh,
we're
yeah, we never
going
wrapped up.
to Louisville and then we're going to Owensboro.
I mean, we
and
never
we're going
even
out to Green
wrapped
River.
up the next pick was 1792 bottle and
Yeah,
bond.
we had the greatest person that we've had at Barton.
Brandon
He was fantastic.
Brady.
He was incredible.
Yep.
He was so cool. He was so chill.
Yeah,
We got a real bad barrel on that pick, like an actually bad barrel.
yeah.
Even person who in theory has input
Yeah,
faced it and was like, that needs to be pulled out of the program.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
we tried it at 2 proofs, and it
I
was
did
still.
not.
I watered it down
Yeah,
just to give
I
it
wasn't
a fair
willing to
shake
do it. Nope.
because
If it's shit at 130, it's
if
shit
you
at
do
100.
ever win an SBS and you have to go to Barton, they do not water their picks down. So
they
you get
do.
'em at
They
cash
don't
free.
water your samples down.
Oh,
That's the
I'm
problem.
sorry. Yeah. So if you get a full proof, you will try it at barrel proof. If you get a bottle and bond, it will still be sampled at barrel proof.
Which is just the lamest way.
So we went through all of them at barrel proof and then used the samples to like trying to pull them down a little bit and guess to what 100 proof would be.
Yep.
I was happy in the end that the one I wanted got picked.
Same. You and I like the same one.
Yep.
We did.
That's
We did.
insane to not proof them down.
Dude,
Yeah.
especially when they got to go down 30.
Yeah, that's
So we're trying these at 100. One of them was 132 proof, they said. We're
Ish.
trying this at 132 proof, and it's going to be bottled at 100. So pick your barrel, man. It's like, hey, or offer better fucking experience. Or that. Your Sazerac.
Well, I was
Did
gonna
you
say
pick
there.
in a frozen barn again?
Yep.
Yeah, it was cold.
Wasn't this is
As
probably the
cold?
warmest it's been.
Yeah,
But it was
but it was
cold.
still warmer on the outside of the barn
Yes,
than
it
the
was.
inside.
I mean, it was still 30, 40 degrees, 45 degrees, something like that. I mean, for Kentucky, it wasn't warm. You know what I
Group
mean?
was good. The picks, honestly, like two of them I was really happy with.
On the Barton.
Yeah,
2 samples were good.
Yeah.
I agree. Also,
I'm happy we got our way pushed a little bit more.
the Daniel, the guy that won that pick, the
Yeah.
guy that brought the rare characters in Brook Hills and stuff, he also chose that barrel, which is always a good feeling. Like
Yes.
David chose the one on the Saz pick too. It's the best case scenario is the person that won the pick,
Got to
the
pick
barrel, their favorite barrel is the one chosen. That's
Yep.
best case scenario. It doesn't always happen that way.
Yeah,
So
like a Stag Junior pick, a person who wins it has the barrel.
You
that-
tried again the other day though. How was it?
Not as good as the other barrel.
Pretty fucking good. Come to find out. Pretty fucking good. Oh, both other cameras are about to shit themselves.
Well, now back to the actual best 2/3 of the
Yeah.
Evernorth series.
Yeah. Best 3/4 really, but yeah.
Just because I'm fat doesn't mean you can call me 3/4.
No, but well, between you and I, we got enough.
I roast. There was a lady came in here Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
or no, it's Friday because Chrissy was here. She comes in and they had a big group of people, and they're like, "We don't know if we all want to do port or like flights."
Sure.
I'm like, "How about you do one flight? I'll pour them a little heavy." So then, like, her friend walks up. It was like old guys and 2 old ladies. Her friend walks up. She goes, "Oh, should we get something separate?" She goes, "Oh no, he said he's heavy." I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you saying here?" And she immediately like was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. You said that you could pour heavy." And I'm like, "I know. I'm just fucking with you."
This poor woman had a full
Oh,
complex.
a full panic attack. Yeah.
Imagine she's on mushrooms. She just had a full mental breakdown, dude, about her whole life and the things she says to people out loud. Just imagine, dude. She ruined her weekend.
She was feeling good by the time she left.
That's funny. This idea with the barrel pick programs. Now here's the thing. They also do it at Turkey with the Russell picks. But it's significantly closer at least. Like when we go and pick Russell barrels, often you're trying them between 116 and 120 proof, and it's going to go down to 110. So it's not, it is different, but it's not so drastic. 130 to 100 proof is maybe,
That's honestly like,
it is.
yeah, I don't want to like be rude, but like, kind of messed up.
It's Sazerac.
Yeah.
You know what? You're a
Well,
mom
they
and pop
don't-
shop,
they
and you
don't-
can't.
Yeah.
I could find an excuse for someone. Hartfield told us, "Hey, man, we got to proof this down. We tried, whatever." I understand. There are 2 people with us, and
Well,
you're not
but-
Sazerac.
when you go
crazy-
do the Buffalo Trace pick,
Yeah.
everything is 2 proof.
Yes, because they're Sazerac.
And they're like, hey, at
Yeah.
the end, do you guys want to try it out of the barrel? And you're like, fuck yeah, I do.
Yeah.
The first 1792 pick we did was a full
Yeah.
proof, and those barrels were somewhere in the 130s as well when we were trying them, and it was freezing cold.
It was
and
9 degrees out.
Yeah, and the glasses were cold, and the whiskey's cold. All of it's cold. Whatever, I get it. It's winter and it's cold. That being said, there was a QR code at the end of the table on our first pick that said, "Scan this
Tell
and
us how
tell
we
us how
did."
we can improve." And I'm like, "Fucking the whole thing? What can you not improve? You could have improved every
If we were
single
there in
part of this."
like April to almost November,
Yeah,
probably would have been a great time.
Or you could have been in there in July and it's 100 degrees and you're dying in there.
and the whiskey is 80 to 90 degrees, and it's too hot now.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing, man. There are things out of people's control, like with the weather. Do you have the one guy on the first pick tells us when it gets really cold, we do it in a conference room. Well, man, it's 13 degrees.
It was legitimately.
So at what
13
point in
degrees.
time do we use the fucking conference room? When you're telling us that we're allowed to take the whiskey into the car just to warm it up and so that we can warm up, this is a humongous problem here.
That has to be the second coldest barrel pick you guys did, right?
No, that was the first pick, coldest, right? What's the other one?
Good times.
No, Good Times wasn't as
that
cold.
was colder there than at Good
The
Times.
Barton
Good
was
Times
colder.
is like
at least
in the
there
30s.
was walls on the barn at Sazerac.
Good Times was still like 30s.
The barrel house was colder than the outdoors, though, was the
Yeah.
problem. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
So you go in there, and it's been so cold down there for so long that all the barrels are freezing. So you go in, and it's a fucking freezer.
Yeah. Yep. But
Should make people start doing picks out in the bar now here
in the middle of winter.
in the middle of winter.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Oh my god!
Also, we'll prove it down.
Brandon goes,
30.
we'll get him out in like 25
It
minutes.
would be a quick pick. It would be that. We were
Hey.
done with that, but 1792 bottle and bond pick.
Hey, that
so fast.
150 proof Green River Light whiskey, we're proofing it down to 100.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you
Best
can
of
just-
luck.
Hopefully you can figure it
Yes.
out with your
Yeah.
bottle of water and a cap.
You know,
We have a proofer.
frozen.
Yeah, we
because
don't
it's-
bring it though.
We don't use it.
Yeah,
your bottle of water's frozen.
Yeah, it's just you know
you
what?
get to lick the water out like a hamster.
You pour the whiskey in the bottle of water. Hopefully it melts some of the ice, and, then pour
dump
that
it out,
back
yeah.
in, and
Just
then
take-
use that.
Take a shot.
Best of luck.
But actually, that
Great trip,
I'm
though.
I'm a humongous fan of like the really fruity banana-y 1792 bottle and bond. So I was actually really excited to do a bottle and
We didn't
bond
get
pick.
any of that.
The one we picked is very fruity.
It's
very
fruity, but it's
fruity.
not banana.
No, but it's very fruity. And I
Yes.
love that. I do.
It feels so off of what I think of the bottle and bonds being.
I haven't had a new bottle and bond in
I know,
forever,
but I
though.
always go back to what, like the super banana note. Like we used to always confuse Jack Daniels and bottle and bond
Mhm.
picks because of the banana note.
Yeah.
And that one was like really red fruit forward,
Yeah, it was.
not banana at all.
We have a
The sample that no one liked had banana on it though.
that sample that nobody liked had like road tar on it. It was disgusting. That we
Donkey Kong barrel, man, like
it was
Mario
awful.
Kart.
It was awful. It was. I literally smelled it and went, "There's no way that is good." And I drank it and went, "I will not revisit that." Everybody went through it and was like, "No." Everyone.
We were like, everyone wanted to kick out 2.
Yeah. Everybody's
And
like, B?
yeah,
Immediately. B, it's gone.
I
Yeah.
want to try it now.
It was nasty, dude.
not good.
It was Barton, so you would have really hated it.
Oh,
You would have really hated it.
Actually, I don't think any of the ones that we had were like super up the Barton profile that he didn't like.
Not like the soily. No.
Yeah.
We have a Daniel gave us a sample of the barrel. And
Yeah.
so we can prove it to 100 and actually let it sit and try it. But
That's also one of the first places that they're just like, just take some with you at cast strength.
yeah. Oh,
You do that at Buffalo
I
Trace,
don't
they're
know
like,
if
you want to die?
yeah. I don't know. I don't know like how frequently that is allowed or happens, but
Brandon was a cool guy. Like, what does it
Great-
matter?
great guy.
We took out
Here's what I'll say.
quarter of a bottle
how about this?
to have a sample.
Yeah, I just don't know if I don't know if the legal requirement's often the issue, not the volume side of that.
Well,
But-
I mean, he was gone in the hotel room that night.
He made that experience better.
100%.
He did.
I
Like
agree.
just him.
Yeah.
Like kudos to him
And
because
he's
he made a not great
barrel
experience good.
warehouse supervisor.
Yeah, he just runs
doing the
all barrel
picks
houses. Yeah.
and like legitimately answered a lot of questions.
Great dude. Great
like
hang.
just was a fantastic person to be
I feel
around.
like you could have just hung out that guy and just drank whiskey.
100%.
Like that was the kind of
he
guy
felt
he
like a
was.
good old Kentucky boy,
Yep.
just having a good time, drinking whiskey or watching us drink whiskey and
Yep.
hanging out.
We are now we're flying into Louisville Thursday night.
Oh,
And
we got new.
We fly home Friday night. Thank God. And
You think that's a product of the last trip being 5 days that we're like, I want to be in and out so fast?
oh yeah, I booked those flights very much for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at flights and it was be in Kentucky all day Thursday or getting to Kentucky late, and I thought late sounds fucking great. So, we're in Kentucky a week and a half ago for 5 days. I don't need to be there for 3 more days right now. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Just going to Owensboro.
well,
Being
we're
a-
flying into Louisville. I mean,
I know.
we can find stuff to do
It's
anywhere.
2 hours
in
away, though.
Kentucky, But yeah, well, I know, but we only have to be there one
and
day
across
for
the
some hours.
fucking
Time zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to lose an hour there
The
and then gain it coming back
so
in the same state.
we're going down to Green River because this year Evernorth is going to contract distill bourbons at
Hey.
Green River, and we are going to contract distill our 2 bourbon mash bills that we contract distill at Sagamore, and we are doing 120 entry proof. We're doing 12-month season Kelvin 3s and 4s just for fun.
Char 3 and 4.
And we're doing 100 barrels there. So, and they're going to distill. They, in theory, what's today? Monday.
Yeah.
So
everything is already fermenting right now.
Probably tomorrow. It's like 3 or 4 days.
So it probably started Monday or so.
No, because they're distilling Friday.
I don't know their fermentation time.
It's 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
So I believe
Maybe
it's
today?
3 or 4 days.
Okay.
So yeah, it might have started today or it will start tomorrow.
Because most places are
realistically.
like a week on turnaround. So if it's mashing on a Monday, it's distilled like on a, well, depending on their down date or whatever.
Yeah.
It's usually like a 1 week thing.
So yeah, we're going down there, and we're going down there for we're going to shoot content on Friday there, and then we'll just be there all day Friday until we need to go back to the airport. And they're going to distill it and put it in barrels, and
Our barrels.
yeah, that'll be cool.
It'll be there for a little bit.
It'll be the yeast that Green River uses in their products. It's the same yeast.
I
Green
think
River
it'll be
uses.
very. Man, I wish we had White Dog from Sagamore.
We've got kind of White Dog from Sagamore.
I know, but it'd be very fun to see like the difference between the Sagamore White Dog and their White Dog.
Different yeast, different
Yeah.
operator, different still.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There's
all
a
the
lot of
things.
different variables that it'll open up for us in like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna write my name on a barrel there. Want to get it?
Hope it turns out.
This is gonna.
Imagine it's just the biggest piece of shit.
Well,
I mean, it could
20-year-old
also-
Green River Evernorth release.
It's like-
I don't get.
It could also be a fucking monster.
Yeah,
like
I hope so.
the gamble's there.
Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, so we're gonna go.
We're all signing that first fucking barrel.
Shoot content and do all that stuff for the day down there, and just experience like Evernorth. I mean,
Growth.
whatever. This is gonna piss people off. It's going to realistically, we're gonna go see Evernorth distillate get put into barrels, and then that Evernorth liquid, is going to be stored at Green River, in Green River's barrel houses until
Because we like those.
it's moved.
Yeah.
So, but some of it I would like to bring up here.
How's that Georgia working out?
They're not done yet, so it's not done. But
I want to move.
I'd like to move some of the Green River stuff up here and let it age up here, and then leave some of it down there, and then put a little bit of it somewhere else in the country as well. So
Yeah, because we need to expand.
yeah.
Get another barrel house.
Yep.
Ours full. About 350.
It's getting less full. We dumped a handful more.
I moved a lot of stuff around there Friday or Saturday.
So what's it look like now? Fucking
Oh, I mean,
disaster.
I remember
I just pulled
putting.
2 more pallets out, but
Okay, so when we all left on like break and like putting barrels in there, holy fuck, is
Yep.
that entire place full right now?
I
Yep.
will say it's not organized anymore.
Yeah, I bet.
I just stack
Well,
shit where I could stack shit.
Where it fit.
That's back to the if we can get another barrel house, get out all the contract distillate,
Yeah, it'd
and
be
then
easier.
be able to move around stuff
Mhm.
would been.
Yep.
I mean that's the goal.
Yep, for sure.
What you should probably tell people what we're doing the rest of the day. Working on Exodus 4.
Oh, you mean today?
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like
yeah.
in Kentucky, flying home.
All right, so
Yeah.
Yes.
Dan and Brandon had already dropped a 6-barrel blend that pretty much Brandon had kind of found
Brandon blended that. Yeah.
that worked for Exodus 4.
If it's terrible, I didn't blend it.
No,
Brandon did blend it.
It's
How
already
about
out
this?
there.
Brandon
Brandon
blended
put
the
a
base.
fantastic base down for us.
Yeah, that
We
base
dropped
was
the
good.
6 barrels in there. They've been chilling in, 4 or 5 days now?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, I dumped them Thursday.
Yeah. So we got that working right now. I'm pretty happy with the base.
So far, the whole blend is 6-year-old, 52% rye, distilled by Sagamore. All came out of Kelvin. So.
Yep. We are going to be dropping a bunch of 12-year ryes
Yep.
into a
95.
tank.
Into that blend.
No.
No.
Into a
2
tank.
separate things.
Into a tank. And those are going to be double barreled. We're hoping those will work out like next year's.
Those
Arctic.
are all going into wave staves.
Yep.
All of them. So, except one.
Hoping that works out for an Arctic down the road. And then we'll probably start using the other tank for Nice Talker blend.
Yep.
We got a lot of cool.
And we
bourbon
really
in
need
right
to
now.
start Arctic Spirit for the year. Because got to really, hopefully, none of it's come to fruition yet, so I won't say it. But hopefully, got a really good deal on some, hopefully, good distillate. of a mash bill that I love that is 10 years old.
Oh, that's your shit?
Hopefully. I'm
Does Sean
hoping.
not know about that?
No, we haven't talked about it.
We talking like estate type stuff?
Very similar, some would say.
All right.
Wait till I tell you how much they cost. You'll be blown away.
Do you just want to say here?
No, because it's not all. None of it's done yet.
Oh, all right.
I was working on it. Started working on it Wednesday or Thursday.
Am I going to be happy?
Yeah, you'll be ecstatic.
Okay.
Yeah. Our liquid
love
cost is
spending money.
significantly lower.
Because you could say that, and I have no direction.
Sure.
Because it could literally
That's
be
fair. It's a
anything
coin
when you
flip.
say that to me.
No, I mean we can get 36 rye barrels that are 10 to 12 years old for a shit ton of money all the time. That's
Come
why
find out that's his mash bill.
That's why we don't have any. It's
Yeah.
because it's so expensive all the time. So
It is.
But
21s are violently cheaper than 36s.
I might have
every day.
I just got a hold of a bunch of different people and was like,
He started grabbing dicks.
there's none of this anywhere for, and then one of
Less
them
than $1
came
million,
back and
yeah.
was like, well, there's this thing that hasn't hit market yet. I'm like, oh, let's talk. Let's have a little phone call about that then. So we did. So we'll see. Hopefully the goal,
Very motivated sellers.
very motivated seller, some would say. I don't know who the seller is, so I couldn't tell you if I wanted to, but hopefully we'll see. I'm hoping it wasn't distilled in 2015. I'm hoping it was distilled in 2016. They turned 10 this year.
Yeah.
But I don't know the cooperage yet, and I don't have the lot samples not on its way yet. So
Does that like ever blow your mind that at this point in time that we see a 2015 distillate from a certain place and
MGP,
we're so like taken back
Yeah.
on that idea
I
because
asked.
we have samples from that. It's like, dude, no one knows.
Yep.
Like no one knows how bad that stuff was.
I mean, there's brands selling that shit right now. A lot of them, actually, a lot of them.
Yeah.
But
For a lot of money.
won't name names, but there's some influencers selling it. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if that person be considered an influencer. And there's also distilleries selling it that have sourced it. And man, I mean,
And we got some of it and we're like,
we have some of it. Yeah. Every once in a blue moon, a store loves it.
that's fair.
Every once in a blue moon.
I've always said like that's such a like a weird area to be in and
Mhm.
doing like picks and stuff because our flavor is not everyone's.
Yeah.
And we've always known that.
Sure.
Like that's a thing in whiskey. But when you get stores to come in, they're like, I know my customers will love that.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't even care to drink that.
Yeah.
That's your customer
I
base?
will say, we had somebody come here and pick one that was very short.
Yeah.
That one, it seems that whatever that note is, that thing that's in there, that seems to be aging out slightly.
Okay.
Or the whiskey is developing around it well. One of those two things are happening.
Listen, I'm not going to argue with sales because if you go out there and you have a profile that you pick to and you know your customer base and you go, they'll love that.
Yeah.
Cool, man. I agree with you because how many store owners that we know now that's like, we know your profile. Like Bruce Russell was just talking about this, like having a guy in, he goes, I already know the barrels he's going to pick.
Mhm.
We're going to hang out the whole day.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. Like we can do that with a couple of different stores.
Yeah.
Right now. But like, all right, that's gonna be the best one that we can give you right now. And I think you're gonna like it. But we get some wild ones in there.
Yeah. Some stores want funky stuff.
Yeah.
Some
All the
stores want-
stores we deal with now just want something different. Like,
now all the stores want something hazmat.
is hazmat or what do you have this in a raspberry barrel?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. How many
Yeah.
different things can you do though?
Well, I told Brandon this last week because the stores do, like, I mean, every store owner I talk to on the phone every week just asks for, let us go through some stuff that nobody's gone through. Let us like, what do you got that's like different? What do you got that's like,
Well, half
really,
the shit in there we haven't gone through.
well, no, not us, like
Yeah.
any other stores or whatever. What do you got that's like really old? What do you got that's hazmat? And it's one of those things where I'm like, what do you got that's a short barrel? And it's like, okay, first off, we don't walk around and proof every barrel for fun. Like that's not fun. We don't do that. We don't walk around and tip every barrel just to see if it lost a bunch
Yeah.
of over the last year.
We tip it when you pick it.
We don't walk around and we don't set lots aside for store owners who call and say, I want to go through something that nobody else has gone through. Like that's not, the thing I was complaining to Brandon about last week was store owners doing that and I know that we're not legacy and I know that I'm not comparing us to them because I think that we are them. When you go to Buffalo Trace or Turkey, do you go, I want to go through stuff that nobody's tasted? No, you don't.
Yeah.
You shut the fuck up and you take what you get.
But
we give you way more than 4 samples. We will help you when you're here find something you like based on what you currently like, right? We will go out of our way to get you a barrel that you want to take to your store.
That's it. And we've always said, like, if someone comes here, like, don't pick something that you don't really love.
100%.
We'll get you
We'll just find something different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give us a vein to go through, and we'll find you a barrel that you love.
And I get it. This is the thing. I don't want a store to come here. This is not all store owners. They don't.
I also don't want to put anything on our label on something that I really don't want you to be like standing on.
Yeah. There's just like it's just a few, or it's often the first time I talk to a store owner like that we don't have a relationship with. And it's just one of those things where it's like, listen, man, I don't know you either. Like we have a lot of store owners in the state now that we have really great relationships with. And when they want to come up and pick something, we do our damnedest to make sure that they have good stuff to go through or whatever. Because listen, I mean, like they help us. We need to be able to help them, so on and so forth. But listen, man, we don't have 20,000 barrels. And when you want to go through something nobody's ever seen or tried or heard of, that gets a little tough.
Yeah, we have 350 on site.
Yeah.
150 of them are new make.
Yeah.
Easy.
So there's 200.
Yeah, between all your... Is that a golf
Brandon's
shaft?
long drive shaft just got here.
So of that 200, you're talking all of our age stock, and that is bourbon, rye, light, American, everything.
Yep, 100%.
It'll be nicer coming down the road.
This is not extra.
So our
stuff.
contract distillate gets to 4 years this year.
Yep, it does.
Dan's going to use it all.
Our oldest turns 4 in August.
We have 60 barrels split between the
2 mash bills.
The high rye and the low rye.
Yep. Some of it's going to be good. Huh?
35 and 20.
Oh, our contract.
Buddy, I managed the sheet.
Buddy, that doesn't mean you remember everything.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, he does do that, doesn't he? Big delete guy.
Okay, so we
Big
had
deleter.
a real problem going on here at one point in time. Neither of you guys are allowed to.
Their name was Sean. It
all
was
I
the
know
problem.
is I got accused of being the one that did it.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, we both did because he took both our permissions away.
No,
so.
hey, I have told you. I have told Luke. I have told, I don't know if Brandon, someone else. I go, I hope I made a mistake.
Yep, he did.
Because at the end of the day, something happened.
He did.
I don't care if it was me. I'd rather it be me and just fix it that way.
Sure.
Because no matter what, I'm going to fix it.
Because it was him.
How do you know that?
It is wild it wasn't in the edits on Google Drive.
It's wild that my name's not even in the edits that Sean was going through, and I'm still on the fucking
me and
fire.
Brandon are the only ones in the edits.
That's what I'm saying.
Out.
And we're still pulling my permissions. Hot take, brother.
Are you going to edit anything?
I tried to the other day.
What?
Tried to delete something. Couldn't do it.
Sick.
I was going to delete it and then be like, dude, this barrel's missing too.
So something happened that it was a find and replace. Everything that had 40 got deleted out of our sheet. So every 140, 240, 340, 440, all gone.
Or 40.
Yep, also gone.
401 through 409.
Yep, and that's contract mash bill. So it was GB0. Should have been 40.
Now here's the thing.
That happened. We figured it out. We're good.
Here's the thing. Did I do
I
it?
pulled everyone's permissions. We're
Clearly
good.
not. I'm the only one not in the files here. So
Come
I'll
to find
take
out,
that.
Dan doesn't do any record keeping.
No, fuck no. That's not my job. I'll do my jobs. I'm not gonna
Buddy,
do that part.
honestly,
fuck that part.
I look back through like 8 months. You haven't edited shit. In there.
No, I don't edit it. I use that as a search function.
Yeah.
I don't need to change shit in there. I need to find shit in there.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the extent of my use of that sheet.
To be fair, I also just find shit.
Well, someone found and replaced 40 to a delete.
If I need to put stuff in an Excel sheet, I go make an Excel sheet. I name it when I need to name it, and I put all that data in there, and then I just fucking leave it alone until I need that data again. And none of it has to do with fucking barrel inventory.
So what I need to do is figure out how you can back it up every month. First
Just download
month,
it.
just throw it to a sheet if I ever need a
Yeah,
rollback.
just download it.
Yeah.
Just download it and make a master. It's just a fucking copy. Just put master in the name and don't fuck with that one. That's how you fucking do it.
Yeah.
That's how we did in IT for 1,000,000 years. Because you can always reference the master. You make the master, you lock the master, and you leave it the fuck alone.
Because also, by the way, there are way fewer 13% than you think.
There aren't way fewer. We came up with 8, and there were 2 still.
Existing.
Oh, existing?
Yeah.
Yes, because I did use them in my Spirit
Yeah.
Walker project. Yep.
Because I was like looking through and
I
I was
used
like
2. There's 2 left, right?
4.
4 left?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's about right.
I
All
had
right.
one
Yeah.
of the pick program for a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's about right.
I think there's.
I thought
I think we bought 10 total, and I think there's 4 left.
the 10 total.
Ish.
We've let 4 be picked.
That's my guess.
I'm 100% sure we let 4 be picked because the whole palette of special favor,
Yeah.
the special favor palette is all picked. I know that.
Yeah.
I know 4 of those 4 were picked,
Okay.
but
I know where 2 of them went.
Because it was so funny that we were having a conversation, turned into a bet, and it really exposed that issue because we're like, dude, we only had like 8 of those. You're like, no, we had way more
no.
than that.
You said we bought 4, buddy. And I was like, buddy, I bet you my life we didn't buy 4.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure. Now, this is how we found out that they were
Yeah.
missing.
That everything that
I'm
had
like,
a
where's 407 and
40
408?
was deleted.
I'm like,
yeah.
407 and 408 are fucking monster. Those 2 barrel numbers, if anybody sees GR407 or GR408 with an essence label, that's the one you want. Either one of them. It
so
does
I had
not
to find
matter.
all the ones that were 401, 402, 403,
Yeah.
404, everything through the fucking sheet. And then, like I said, I would search for like 39. I had Luke restructure our.
I know. I had to relearn how to use it. I was looking shit up the other day.
Wait, are you on the new one?
Yeah.
It
with
shouldn't
the,
be in
with
there.
the filtering thing. I was using the filter. I can't filter how I used to anymore because that permission's gone. So I can't filter.
Oh, yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah. Well, that's what I fucking use it for, genius. So that doesn't work.
I'll put you back on.
No. Well, there's a new way I can filter. Come to find
Yeah.
out. There's a completely different. I haven't tried it on my phone yet. On a computer, there's a different way I can filter each thing.
Yeah.
And then I was looking through there to see what 21s we had. And then you went in that sheet and unfiltered it all while I was fucking using it. I'm like,
Yep.
God damn it, dude.
So I was the kid that built the Lego tower
Mhm.
that you destroyed.
I didn't destroy shit.
And
My
then
name's not in the files.
I took your privileges away.
No, I didn't destroy shit.
I
On
took-
the record, I didn't destroy shit.
Everyone's away.
On your revisions, I didn't. My name's not even in the revisions because I didn't
I took
destroy
everyone
shit.
away.
Dan logged into my computer and made revisions.
There you go.
You guys log into my shit. I don't log into nobody else's shit. That's how this shit works. I'm just a guy getting catching strays when my name's not even brought up. You know what I mean?
Well, I didn't bring it up.
No. The
I'm not giving
revision,
you strays.
the revision history
Yeah, I'm not giving you strays.
doesn't include Daniel Shook.
It's because you don't do anything in that sheet.
That's your job.
He's also the IT guy. He definitely should erase the revisions.
I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, you can.
You
You
can
can probably
When
figure it
you're a
out.
smart enough engineer, I trust.
on Drive.
I trust you're smart enough.
They're stored on Google shit.
You can probably hide it some way.
Not a hacker. I doubt you can hide them.
I'll have to look who owns that sheet. You can probably hide it.
The revisions.
Luke probably owns
You can
it.
probably turn them off.
I bet Luke owns
Yeah,
it.
Luke.
Luke did build that one. Yeah.
Do you know what's wild? We have to keep Luke in business.
Or-
So he can turn our entire shit off.
no.
Quick, make a copy.
Just
Make a copy
download
now.
the fucking. My gosh, dude. This
Nah,
is.
we're good.
Before this
Just
comes out.
you know what? I'm gonna live my life as don't piss Luke off. It's not a bad life to
I
live.
don't think it's hard to not. I don't know why anyone would piss Luke off, truthfully. Not on purpose, at least.
I golfed terribly with him
Eh,
as his partner one time.
Yeah.
Didn't even do it.
Good Mythical Morning put a new intro song. Luke sent me some very heated text messages.
Really?
Not a big fan.
He was
not
mad.
a big fan of the new intro.
He was mad. That's hilarious.
All right.
All right, we're the Bourbon Junkies. This is another one.
Another bore.
Listen, we filmed 7 of these. None have gone out yet. That's
First
on
one's
Sean.
in fucking March.
It's March. That's Sean.
I already said that
Yeah.
on a different one. A different video?
Actually, you did say that. I don't remember where or when it was.
I think it was a Thursday video.
Was it?
I said we're coming back in March.
I see.
I think it was the early times.
Maybe.
I'm going to throw a little teaser in for everyone. Poor Guesses is coming back.
All right, we're out here.
For the people that listen to the hour and a half.